prevent her family from selling her. The woman had an encounter with a poor young man. 24 years later, the young man, through hard work, became the richest man in the world, worth billions. He had remained unmarried all these years, because he wanted to find the woman from back then, and marry her. One day, the assistant informed the billionaire that he had found the location of his wife. Upon hearing this, the billionaire hurriedly set out to find her. After their encounter, the woman became pregnant by the billionaire. Being unmarried and pregnant, she was kicked out of her house. For many years, she struggled to raise her son. That day, as she was preparing to go to work, her cousin and her son barged in. It turned out that the cousin owed hundreds of thousands of dollars in gambling debts and came to borrow money from the woman. The woman, of course, refused to lend her any money, but the cousin began to act shamelessly, saying that if the woman didn't lend her money, they would stay here. The woman's son wanted to kick them out, but she stopped him, telling him not to lower himself to their level. After saying that, they left. After the woman left, the cousin led her son to search for valuables, hoping to find something worth money. At that moment, there was a knock on the door. Mother and son thought that the debt collectors had tracked them down here, but after thinking it over, they were sure the creditors couldn't have found this place, so they opened the door. It was the billionaire. The billionaire introduced himself and explained his purpose. The cousin realized that the man the woman had encountered years ago was the billionaire. To gain this unexpected wealth, the cousin pretended to be the woman. The billionaire mistakenly thought they were the people he had been looking for, so he invited them into his mansion. The butler brought in the keys to luxury cars for them to choose from. They were even offered a black card with unlimited credit. The mother and son showed their greedy nature. Although the billionaire, observing from outside, had some doubts, the assistant had done a paternity test using hair taken from the woman's house, confirming that the fat man and the billionaire were father and son. What they didn't know was that the assistant had actually taken the woman's son's hair. Meanwhile, the billionaire's real biological son was arriving at a hotel with his mother to apply for a janitor job. As soon as they entered the hotel, they encountered the manager, who was making things difficult for an elderly employee.